documentary movement make the poverty and unemployment of the 1930s not the affluence of the South, the image of that decade. And it was, again, in the 1940s and the 1950s, you're going to see that the political parties made a big deal of, we're not going back to that. Okay? We're not going back to the experience of the 1930s. And that was important because after the First World War, many people thought that they wouldn't go back to the conditions of life before the war. And they end up having the experience of mass unemployment in the 1920s and 1930s. So this idea that never again were the 1930s going to come, it becomes politically something of real importance in the 1940s and 1950s. And we'll begin to see that next week when I talk about popular culture and its apparent corrosive effects on democratic life, you know, mass culture, and then the experience of the Second World War. So all that you boys out there that love a good war story, you're going to love next Thursday's lecture. Have a good weekend. And don't forget to hand in your research paper stuff if you're doing that to Carrie and Katie.